Namaste everyone. Today we will demonstrate to you about Hatha Surya Namaskar. Surya means sun, Namaskar means to salute. Surya Namaskara is known as Sun Salutation in English. Traditionally it is practiced in the morning facing east direction when sun rises. Sun is considered as primary source of energy on the planet as it brings up the light, positivity and vitality on our planet. So yogis noticed this fact and created this nice and beautiful 12-step sequence so that when practiced in the morning facing to the sun, it also brings up the light, vitality and energy in our body and in our life. So traditionally this is the significance of Hatha Sun Salutation. It is a salute to the sun, and I would say that it is a connection to the divine, connection to the source of the energy. So we connect to the source of energy, and that is how we brings up this divinity within us and become more spiritual, become more energized, become more happy. These days or in modern time, sun salutation is practiced in the beginning of Hatha Yoga class as warm up. It is also considered as a very good cardiovascular workout. For some people it might be a very good workout or warm up, but as I mentioned, traditionally it is significance for life, vitality, positivity and connecting to the divine. So if practiced mindfully, focusing on the breath, especially in the morning facing to the sun, it definitely brings the positivity in our life. So Surya Namaskara contain 12 basic steps, and these steps are practiced in sequential manner with emphasizing on the breath. So in today's session we will demonstrate and explain to you each steps in detail, like alignment, modification, and how can you do Surya Namaskara at different level as a beginner or intermediate practitioner. So let's begin. First of all, come in front of your mat and stand in upright position, keeping your feet together. Okay, do not stand back or in the middle because you need the mat for some movement. Come in front of your mat. So this position is known as Tadasana or Samasthiti. Sama means equal, Sthiti means position. So in this position, your body weight is equally distributed between your two legs. Okay. If you are having any difficulty in standing like this, keeping your feet together, you can spread your leg at least your hip width apart. Okay. Especially if you are tight at your hips or your knees are touching to each other. Okay. So you can keep your legs separated, hip width apart, but make sure that your body weight is equally distributed. So once you are in Samasthiti, stand with feet together, keeping your body weight equally distributed from your toe to the crown of the head. There is one straight line. Chest wide open, shoulder nicely relaxed, palms by the side of your leg, and you are looking at your eye level. Your jaw, head, neck all relaxed. Take one deep breath. Okay. Now step number 1. Exhale and join your palm in front of your chest without disturbing the body position, without disturbing the Samasthiti position. Bring your palms in front of your chest. It is called Pranamasana, Namaskarasana or simply salute. Okay. So be in this position. From this position we move to step 2. Inhale, raise your arms forward and upward toward the sky and bend back to Hasta Uttan Asana. Now relax. So second position is Hasta Uttan Asana. For some people this position might be difficult if they are suffering from lower back pain or any other reason that they are complete beginner and do not have any accessibility to backward bending. So they can do some alternate asana, and the alternate asana for this is Urdhva Hastasana. Urdhva means upward, Hasta means hand. So in Urdhva Hastasana you simply raise your arms up. Okay, this is very easy. Upward salute. Okay, so if for step 2, optional for beginner, raise your arms up into Urdhva Hastasana. Okay, simply. So make sure when you're raising your arms up, you are not raising your shoulder too much up, or you are not pushing your upper arm closer to your ear. Keep your upper arm closer to the ear, away from the ear, and move your shoulder down in your shoulder socket. Okay, so keep your arms straight. So from position 1 we have 2 ways to raise the arms up. So the first way is to extend the arm forward side first and raise the arms up. Okay, this is the first way. Second way is you extend your arms to the side and then raise your arms up, okay, into Urdhva Hastasana. Now these are the alternate if you cannot do the final pose, which is Hasta Uttanasana, which is a backward bending pose. Now we move to backward bending pose, Hasta Uttanasana, and we see what are the common mistakes in Hasta Uttanasana. Now with inhalation, slowly move forward to Hasta Uttanasana. The common mistake is some people bend the knee and they try to go back, okay, and they push themselves back side. So it's like they're pretending that they are doing back bending, but actually they are pushing too much forward and bending at the knee. So keep your knee straight, keep the knee straight. You may slowly push your pelvis forward side, okay, you can push the pelvis slightly forward side and bend back and stretch your arms, stretch your arms. It's a Hasta Uttanasana, okay, stretch and release. Okay, so this is position number 2. Now we will see the step number 3. Okay, from step 2 we will bend forward to forward bending in step 3. Now go to step 2, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale and bend forward with your straight back, keeping your palms by the side of your feet into Pada Hasta Asana. Now come up. So Pada means foot, Hasta means hand. So hand are touching foot. So this is a forward bending pose. So first action in Padhastasana or forward bending is very important, that how you bending forward. The common mistake is the people try to push their torso like this, okay, and they create haunch at the upper back and they try to bend from the stomach and creating a pressure on the lower back. They try to push their torso down, okay, but in this asana you must bend from your hip joint. Okay, so the forward bending comes from your hip joint. So bend from your pelvis with your straight back. Now we show you one more time. Step 3, Padhastasana. So if you can approach this pose either from Hasta Uttanasana, which is intermediate way of going, or you can approach from Urdhva or simply going down. Okay, so we will show you from Hasta Uttanasana. Go to step 2. Now exhale, bend forward with your straight back from your hip joint, straight back, okay, from hip joint. Keep your palms by the side of the feet. Now if you are tight at your hamstring and you are unable to reach the floor, so you have couple of options here. The one option is you bend your knees, place your palms or fingertips by the side of your feet and relax your abdomen on your thigh. So when your abdomen is relaxing on your thigh, your spine is nicely protected. Okay, you do not have compression into your lower back and your spine is straight and in relaxing position. So you are protecting your spine. So always keep in mind, in those asana, never compromise with your spine. You can compromise with your legs, but never compromise with your spine. Protect your spine whenever you can. Okay, so this is the first option. Other option, keeping your palms on the shin bone and look straight. Come to Ardha Uttanasana. Ardha means half, Uttan means forward bending. So this is a half forward bending pose. So this is alternate, okay, if you are a beginner or tight at your hamstring. First option is keeping the leg bended, abdomen resting on the thigh. Second option, placing your palms on the shin bone and keeping your back straight. So back straight is important here. Now for advanced or intermediate people, they place their palms by the side at first, hold the ankle, okay. So extend their leg from hip to the heel. There is one straight line. If you are flexible at your hamstring, from the hip and the heel, one straight line. So this is the first part. The pelvis should go higher and then the spine descend downward. And in the end, the last portion, bend your elbows out. Can you show from here? So bend your elbows out and draw your upper back in toward your shin bone or knees. Your head is going toward your shin bone or knee. So this is the last part of your bending, okay. So the one common mistake here, people when they bending the elbows out, they're dropping the shoulders down toward the neck, okay. It create a compression on your neck. So move your shoulders away from the neck and to the side. So create a space here and bend your elbows out. So this is the last action in your forward bending for advanced people. The first action is from your hip joint and the last action is from your shoulder, okay. This is called Pada Hasta Asana. From step 3 we move to step 4, which is called Ashwa Sanchalanasana. So inhale, take your right leg back into Ashwa Sanchalan Asana. Ashwa means horse, Sanchalan means to ride. So this is like a horse riding pose or equestrian pose. So in this posture, the first thing is keep your knee in line with your ankle. So it's like a 90 degree. Some people push the knee forward, too much forward, okay. So it brings some, extra pressure on your ligaments on your knee. So keep your knee back. So your knee joint is stacked over your ankle joint. The second common mistake is they place the palms down and make a curve, haunch at the upper back. So instead of doing that, just place the fingertips by the side, keep the back straight, open up the chest and look front side, okay. This is the second mistake. And the third mistake is about back leg. So many people, they keep the back leg in 90 degree. So this is the third mistake, okay, like this. So when you are doing that, you are creating some pressure on your knee. It is a knee socket like patella bone, so it might hurt. So keep your leg back. So when you're keeping your leg back, knee back, you are stretching the front part of your thigh, quads muscle, okay. And your toes can be tucked or it can be down. And your hip, the pelvis part is square, so neither left neither right. So pelvis is neutral here. So when you have some practice and you move into your practice for a couple of times and couple of months, then you can raise the knee up, okay, come to high lunge position, okay. But as of now we keep the knee down. This is the step number 4, Ashwa Sanchalan Asana. Now step number 5. So for step 5 we have 2 options. So we quickly show you the 2 options and then we look into the alignment. The step 5, hold the breath here, step your left leg back, either go to plank pose, this is option 1, or either go to mountain pose, okay. Now go to Ashwa Sanchalan again. So here you have 2 options, okay. From step 4, from Ashwa Sanchalan we can move either to plank pose or to mountain pose. So now we will move to plank pose. Step 5, hold the breath, bring your leg back, come to plank pose. So this is called plank pose, Santulanasana, Dandasana, okay, also known as Chaturanga Dandasana, okay. So your shoulders, hip and heel one straight line, okay. So some common mistakes are people tend to drop the abdomen and buttock down, or they keep it higher. So this is like a mistake. So what you do, keep it in one straight line. Your shoulders are stacked over your wrist, and there is a straight line from your shoulder, hip and heel. So here you have to engage your abdominal muscle, the core muscle. Okay, and hold the breath. So step number 6, exhale, your knee down, your chest down, your hip up. This is called Ashtanga Namaskar. Ashtanga means 8 limbs. So this is 8 limb salute. So your 8 limbs of the body are on the floor. Okay, so 8 limbs are to your toes, to your knees, 4, your 2 palms, 6, your chest, 7, your chin or forehead is 8. So here you are saluting with your 8 limbs on the floor. So here the common mistakes, some people tend to keep the elbow out. Okay, so bring the elbows in. Okay, keep the elbows in, or if you are uncomfortable, you can keep your abdomen down, your hip down. So it is more relaxing way to do Ashtanga Namaskar, but ideally it should be hip up. So this is step number 6. Now we move to step 7. Inhale and lift your navel up to navel into Bhujangasana or Cobra pose. Lift your chest up to your navel. Elbows are bending. Okay, and you are looking straight or head up. So some common mistakes, some people hunch their shoulder toward the head. Okay, avoid this. Keep the shoulders down and tuck your elbows in, because some people take elbows out like this. It's going away. So when it is going away, the shoulder is going toward the neck. So it creates some pressure on your cervical spine. So relax your shoulder, bend your elbows and tuck it closer to your body. Okay, your chest is wide open. You are looking at straight or bend. If you have any cervical issue, do not bend your neck. Look just straight. For the leg, you can keep your feet together or you can keep them separated at least your hip width apart. That's fine. Okay, step number 8, exhale and lift up to mountain pose. Okay, this is mountain pose. Your palms are spreaded, your head is nicely relaxing between your both arms and your feet are together. So you are creating a nice inverted V, okay, with your body. So your body weight is on your palm and on your feet. Your pelvis is higher toward the ceiling. So your legs are stretching from your hip to your back of the knee and your calf muscle down. Okay, so there is a nice length in your leg. So if you are tight at your hamstring, you can raise your heels up, raise the heels up and extend your pelvis higher toward the ceiling, and then your spine nicely elongating. Okay, so this is how you can do the alternate way, or you can place the heels down on the floor. Okay, relax in this pose for a moment. Now we will move to step number 9. Inhale, step your right leg forward between your palm. Okay, again Ashwa Sanchalan Asana. So here some beginner will have difficulty to step the right leg forward. So now we'll show you how you can move the right leg forward. Now go to mountain pose. So for intermediate or advanced people, they can just do with one jump. Okay, right leg just on the forward. But if you are unable to do it, so you can slightly take the right leg in middle somewhere, hold with your palm, and slowly with the help of your hand you can keep it in between the palm. Okay, so this is the alternate way if you are unable to move your leg forward. Okay, otherwise just in one step. This is step number 9. Step number 10, exhale, step your left leg forward between your palm into Pad Hasta Asana again forward bending. Now step number 11, inhale, raise all the way up and back into Hasta Uttana Asana, and step 12, exhale, join your palm in front of your chest into Namaskar Asana. So these are the 12 steps, but these steps are only half round of sun salutation. So half round are done with the right leg, half round are done with the left leg. So now we will quickly demonstrate to you the another half round with left leg. all the 12 steps with left leg. So let's begin. Come in front of your mat, be in Samasthiti position. 1. Exhale, join your palm in front of your chest, Pranam Asana. 2. Inhale, raise your arms up and bend back into Hasta Uttanasana. 3. Exhale and bend forward with a straight back, keeping your palms by the side of your feet into Pada Hasta Asana. Bring your head toward your shin bone. Step 4. Inhale, step your left leg back into horse riding or Ashwa Sanchalan Asana. Step 5. Bring your right leg back into plank pose. Hold the breath here. Step 6. Exhale, knee down, chest down, hip up into Ashtanga Namaskar, okay, or 8 limb salute. Step 7. Inhale, slide up to Cobra, Bhujanga Asana, looking forward, looking up, chest wide open. Step 8. Exhale, go to Parvatasana, feet together, palms separated, head nicely relaxed between your arms. Step 9. Inhale, step left leg forward between the palm into horse riding Ashwa Sanchalan Asana. Step 10. Right leg forward between your palm, Pada Hastasana. Step 11. Inhale, come all the way up and bend back into Hasta Uttanasana. Step 12. Exhale, join your palm in front of your chest into Pranam Asana. So these are the complete round of sun salutation. So round means one set, okay, 12 with right leg, 12 with left leg. So 12 steps are the sequence, and each steps are done with emphasizing on your breath. This is very important, okay. So total 24 steps in one round. So Surya Namaskar can be practiced multiple times depending on your capacity. So you can practice 3 times, 5 times, 7, 9, whatever, or 20 times as per your duration of the practice or level of your capacity. So as we explained in the beginning, like Surya Namaskara traditionally is done for saluting purpose, for connecting with the divine, okay. These are the primarily purpose of Surya Namaskara. If you practice it mindfully with focusing on the breath, facing east direction toward the sun, definitely this will bring the light and wisdom and power into your life, okay. It is a very energetic sequence, okay. So practice it mindfully, regularly, okay. So it is also like if you do not have time, you are running out of time, so if you do few round of sun salutation, it is like can complete your practice, because Surya Namaskara has almost all range of motion. It is a forward bending, backward bending, okay, leg stretching, the spinal movement. So it contains almost every range of motion for your body. So practice it safely with these detailed alignment which we explained to you. Depending on your level, practice it safely. If you are having any questions, please do write us. We conclude the lesson, and we are here in the beautiful bank of Mother Ganga in Rishikesh. Now we conclude. Namaste, Dhanyavad.